Okay? So patient's gonna be in hook line, okay? Once again, I like to support the head with pillows. So the first thing we're gonna do is the rotation. Okay, so just like what we did with the pec major, be sure not to just supinate, okay? Make sure that you grab the humerus and really get that external rotation of the glenohumeral joint, okay? Fully externally rotate. If you're doing it correctly, the palm should be facing you. It's the most common mistake is students internally rotate, okay? If the palm facing away from you, that's incorrect. The palm should be facing you, okay? So we're going to external rotation. It extends, so we want to flex, and then adduct, so we want to abduct. So we're going to go in between flexion and abduction into a little bit in the scapular plane, okay? So we're going to go in the end of the scapular plane, and we're going to finish it off all the way in range, flexion abduction here, okay? And so we're looking for the humerus to be parallel with the table. That is a normal test, okay? And right now her humerus is parallel with the table, so I would say her lats are of normal length. Once again, as far as compensation, I'm looking actually at her spine. If she wants to cheat, she's gonna want to go into a lumbar lordosis. Lumbar lordosis is gonna put the thoracolumbar fascia on slack, therefore slackening the lats, and it may give you a false positive. So make sure you're looking at that lumbar lordosis to make sure that the thoracolumbar fascia is not slacking. Okay, so right now this would be a normal test, but let's pretend that it isn't. Let's pretend that the humerus is not parallel with the plinth. At this point, we know something is tight. Maybe the lats, but also could be the teres major, right? Teres major and lats pretty much do the same actions. So what does the teres major and the lats, what do they do not have in common? Where does the lat go that the teres major does not go? The lats are going to go to the thoracolumbar fascia, and I can manipulate the thoracolumbar fascia, right? So what I'm going to do at this point, you're going to lose a little bit of those end ranges. I'm going to let go here, and I'm going to come up to the legs. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to bring her hips into flexion, okay? If the lats are tight, I'm tautening the thoracolumbar fascia, and if it's lat tightness, her shoulders are going to extend, okay? So Dr. Alexander's doing a good job of faking it, but this is what it would somewhat look like, okay? So when you tauten that thoracolumbar fascia, shoulders should extend. That's the first part. And of course, just like we mentioned earlier with the compensation, if I extend the hips, thoracolumbar is on slack, shoulders should go into more flexion, okay? If that does happen, that would confirm latissimus dorsi tightness. If you flex and extend the hips and the humerus does not move at all, that rules out the lats. It may be another tissue that's involved. Mainly the teres major may be involved. And you'll have to do further testing in order to confirm that. So that's the MLT of the latissimus dorsi.